On this, recent development, which is probably, if I may exaggerate, has shaken up the entire country. Let me welcome our guest on the show, Mr. K.P. Singh, who's a partner with the AZB law firm, and he's the former Commissioner of Customs. Sir, thank you so much for joining us in the studios. Dr. Demonetisation, who's a Professor of Finance in the Institute of Finance. Ma'am, thank you so much for joining us. Mr. K.P. Singh, let's start with you. The demonetization process has, been the talk of the town. Let's not call it a town. It's been the talk of the nation for the past 2 days. It has stirred up the economics and the financial, feasibility of a lot of quarters and a lot of sectors. What kind of an impact will it make for the economy in the coming days to come, the short term and the long term?
Thank you, Vineet. The demonetization has a huge impact, and we should think it from the structural point of view of the reform that is happening, and that has been well thought out as a strategy by the present government. It started from last almost 2 years, when Government of India started undertaking the structural reform. They started opening a lot of bank accounts, Jan Dhan Bank now with the zero balance, where a lot of people who were so far unbanked, they have been brought under the category of banking. And subsequently, there were the reforms related to income disclosure of the domestic, the abroad money also. So it has to be seen from that point of view, where it is one of the measure which is part of the structural reform. And secondly, once it has been introduced, at one stroke of a decision, it has brought out only the white transaction into account. All the unaccounted transaction, popularly we call it black money, had disappeared. And there are certain sectors which have been impacted on a very short-term measure, but ultimately it is a very prominent and strong decision, and it has got a huge impact on economic development that are going to come.
Okay.
And especially on the real estate, on the transaction related to gold, gems, jewelry, and even the financial market, it will have a lot of impact. In my mind, it has a lot of future potential, and it is one of the landmark decisions taken by the government that will transform India. It's definitely a game changer.
Right. Well, DLF stocks plummeted 20%, and Titan Industries went down by 11%, and even some of the IT stocks, they went down by 3 to 5%. And Mr. K.P. Singh, since you happen to mention the real estate